Title: From War-Torn Childhood to a New Life in Canada. My Journey. Soft instrumental music begins. Emotional piano. Scene 1 opening. 0 minutes, 0 seconds to 0 minutes, 40 seconds. Visual: old photographs of Sri Lanka, quiet streets in Jaffna, fading into childhood school imagery. Voiceover: my name is Krishnanivya Kulasagaram. I was born on June 21, 1988, in Sri Lanka, the youngest of 4 children. My parents, Aramugam and Sivarani Kulasagaram, built our family on love, sacrifice, and resilience, but I never imagined how much those values would shape my life. Scene 2, Childhood in War, 040 to 200. Visual: school uniform, classroom scenes, then gradual shift to tense atmosphere, empty roads, checkpoints. I began my education at Chundakuli Girls' College in Jaffna. At that age, school felt safe. It was filled with innocence and dreams. But in 1995, the Civil War changed everything. My mother and I were displaced to Kaithadi. My father and brother were in Kandy. That was the beginning of years of separation. Because of the restrictions imposed by the Liberation Tigers of Tamil Eelam, families were forced to make impossible decisions. My mother had to leave my sister and me in Jaffna with our grandparents. I was just a child, trying to understand why my family kept being divided. Scene 3, Separation and Survival, 2 to 3:20. Visual: grandparents caring for a child, father traveling, buses moving through checkpoints. My father worked in the Jaffna Prison Department, escorting prisoners to Colombo and Kandy. Those trips weren't just work. They were moments of reunion. A short visit, a brief hug, then another goodbye. Living during war meant fear, road closures, and waiting. Sometimes it took weeks, even months, just to receive permission to travel. As a child, I learned patience before I understood the word. I learned endurance before I understood strength. Scene 4, Trincomalee and Hope, 3:20 to 4:20. Visual: map transition to Trincomalee, school books, ocean waves. Later, we moved to Trincomalee after my sister began sponsoring us for immigration. I studied at Methodist Girls' College from grade 7 to grade 10. Even then, the war continued. Roads were closed, travel was uncertain, but my parents never gave up hope. They believed in something bigger, a safer future. Scene 5, Immigration to Canada, 4:20 to 5:20. Visual: suitcases, airport scene, emotional family hug, airplane taking off. In 2003, after a long and uncertain wait, we were finally granted permanent residence. We left Sri Lanka, not just with luggage, but with memories, scars, and hope. We moved to Canada, and my life began again. Scene 6, Starting Over, 5:20 to 6:30. Visual: winter snow, high school hallway, studying late at night. I enrolled at T.L. Kennedy Secondary School. New country, new culture, new education system. It was overwhelming. But this time, struggle came with opportunity. Scene 7, Nursing Journey, 6:30 to 7:30. Visual: college campus, textbooks, hospital corridors, graduation cap. Determined to honor my parents' sacrifices, I pursued nursing at Seneca College from 2010 to 2017. The journey was not easy. There were long nights, doubt, exhaustion, but every challenge reminded me of where I came from. In 2017, I graduated. That diploma wasn't just mine. It belonged to my parents, my siblings, and my grandparents. Scene 8, Present-day reflection, 7:30 to 8:30. Visual: present-day footage of you working confidently, smiling, helping patients. Today, I work in a professional career. When I look back, I don't just see hardship. I see resilience born from war, strength built through separation, hope carried across oceans. My childhood taught me courage. My parents taught me sacrifice. And Canada gave me the opportunity to turn survival into success. Closing line, 8:30 to end. Music swells gently. My story is one of displacement, perseverance, and hope. Proof that even in the darkest times, A determined heart can build a bright future.